I think it's quite hard. It was hard to convince myself that it was okay to just start something, even if you feel like you're not 100% ready. It's hard, especially if, at a young age, you feel like it has always been instilled in you that it is a good thing and that it should be the way. I mean, we've seen this in school, we've seen it at work, even marriage. Any situations, I guess, where it is requiring of us to make a decision. And I agree. I do think it is a good thing. I'd likely lean more towards it, that kind of thinking, for the most part. But I guess with age, well, experience for others, but for me it was more of with age. I do have to learn that it is okay to sometimes just do it, even if you don't feel fully prepared. That there are instances in life where you just have to jump right into it. Immerse yourself in the situation. That by doing so, it will give you a full picture of what you are about to do and make you realize if it is truly something that you would want to do. Maybe it's sort of like saying enough with the theories and that it's time to do the experiment. Because sometimes it is necessary to do the experiment so that you can make an informed decision based on it. And I know that it's so easy to say, and yet so hard to do. Right? Sometimes you know what you have to do, but it's so hard to convince your mind that it is a good thing. And I understand that there are pros and cons with this type of thinking, and that I guess that is the second thing that I have to realize, is determining whether me stopping myself from doing something is because I am truly not prepared, or is it because I am just afraid, I guess, that my fear is not stepping out from wanting to be perfect, but that of factoring what other people may think of me, that there is the possibility that I'd be laughed at, mocked even, if I fail. Then again, to whose standards do I measure my failure? It's funny to think, like me hearing myself talking like this just because of that decision of whether I can make a content online and actually post it. I feel like people will laugh about it, that they think it's funny too, or maybe get confused about it as to why I think that, because they see it's such an easy task to make. And maybe it is for others, but I never really see it as that. Even the talking head ones, videos where people are just facing the camera and just talking, I still think it takes courage, lots of courage to just sit there and record yourself, share your innermost thoughts out there. It took me years to drag myself to sit here and actually press that record button. Pressing that publish button is another thing. I just hope it won't take me years again to do just that. But I think I'm at a state of mind where I feel like I'm ready to do this. And there are reasons I've given myself, probably to convince myself that it is okay to do this. One that helped is me thinking that maybe this is easy for others, that it is a simple task to make, but maybe simple is the best way to start. Baby steps, as they say. That by doing so, this will help me. It'll be the first step that I have to make. Another thing is knowing that maybe there are people also like me who may be able to relate. People of my age, older generation probably, who knows what it's like. And just by knowing that, in some ways, it kind of alleviates the apprehension that I'm feeling, because I know that it's not just me, that there are some who feels like me. At the same time, for those who have much experience and have built themselves to be the way they are, who also happen to hear this, I think it's also a good thing. You can share more knowledge about it. And it doesn't even matter if you are young or old. As I said, I am of the older generation, but I do know that there will be those who are younger than me who have just been exposed more or is experienced. But definitely there are people of my age who can impart their wisdom. They have that, how shall we say, they're more stable emotionally. And so they can share their experience. But either way, I find all of these good things, things that will benefit not only me. And I am looking forward to, to having found someone who can enrich not only my way of thinking, but of others like me who are also in need of such. I think that is a beautiful thing. And in some ways, it kind of humbles you to think that it is not only you who you should be thinking about, that there is far greater than you. And just in case I find myself doubting again, just in case, I can remind myself that the experts on this field, I, I think people who we consider as gurus, I guess is what they are called. They do say that when you start, your first few videos will not be good, and that nobody really cares. Especially if you're talking about yourself. People will not want to hear you talk about it. And the result, most likely, is that nobody will be interested to watch you. And if that is the case, at this very specific point in my journey, I don't know, but in some weird way, I do find comfort in that.